Mabuhay, aloha, hafa day, hello. I'm Miss Jessica. I'm a children's instructor and research specialist for Howard County Library System. Welcome to Make With Me. We're going to explore a number of experiments in this book over the next few weeks. The book is Awesome Science Experiments for Kids, 100 plus fun STEAM projects and why they work. This book is written by Crystal Chartterton and was published by Rockridge Press. This book is filled with great experiments and demonstrations for kids, and the projects in this book do require adult supervision and assistance. While the reading age for this book is accessible to a first grader, most of the activities in this book are really geared for grades 3 through 6. Each chapter contains 15 to 35 projects, which all fall under the STEAM categories: science, technology, engineering, art, and of course, mathematics. Well, let's go ahead and make something under the science category today. Please get permission and assistance from a grown-up before attempting any of the projects that we explore together. And don't forget to clean up after yourself. For this particular project, you will need to dispose of your materials into the trash. Please do not put any of this stuff down your sink. It will cause damage to your plumbing if you do, so you have been warned. Remember, fun ends when safety ends. On pages 20 and 21, we'll attempt to make some cornstarch quicksand. At minimum, you will need cornstarch, water, and a mixing bowl. Optional items include food coloring and other kitchen items to explore with, like a slotted spoon, colander, or funnel. I'm just going to use my hand to mix 1 cup of cornstarch with a ½ cup of water. So long as you keep the ratio of 2 parts cornstarch to 1 part water, you'll have cornstarch quicksand. You could also add a few drops of food coloring if you'd like. However, I'd recommend mixing with a spoon first so as not to stain your hands. Now, have some fun with your cornstarch quicksand. Cornstarch quicksand is a mixture that takes on the properties of both a solid and a liquid, and it behaves unpredictably. This is an example of a non-Newtonian fluid. A non-Newtonian fluid becomes more viscous when force is applied and less viscous when that force is removed. Viscosity is how sticky or thick and resistant to flow something is. So when I apply force or pressure to this mixture, I'm able to make a ball, and it becomes more viscous, doesn't easily flow. Yet, when I remove that force or pressure, the mixture appears to melt, becoming less viscous and flows more easily. What other non-Newtonian fluids can you think of that you may have already encountered in life? And now that you know that non-Newtonian fluids exist, could you make an educated guess at what Newtonian fluids are? I think you could. You can read more about the hows and whys of this project by placing your request for Awesome Science Experiments for Kids at hclibrary.org using your library card and PIN number. As always, I would love to see what you're making at home, and you can send those pics and videos to askhcls@hclibrary.org. Make sure the subject line says, "Make with me." I hope I get to see you next time for more Make with Me. Bye. See ya.